Implementing and monitoring debt-optimized estate plans. Implementing and monitoring debt-optimized estate plans is a crucial aspect of effective estate planning. By carefully managing and reducing debt during your lifetime, you can ensure that your assets are preserved and passed on to your beneficiaries in the most efficient manner possible. Here are some key steps to consider when implementing and monitoring debt-optimized estate plans. Assessment of current debt. The first step in implementing a debt-optimized estate plan is to assess your current debt situation. This includes identifying all outstanding debts, such as mortgages, loans, credit card balances, and any other liabilities. Understanding the total amount of debt you owe will help you develop a strategy to manage and reduce it over time. 2. Debt reduction strategies. Once you have a clear picture of your debt situation, you can start implementing strategies to reduce your overall debt. This may include prioritizing high-interest debts, consolidating loans, negotiating with creditors for lower interest rates, or creating a repayment plan that fits your budget. By actively working to reduce your debt, you can free up more assets to pass on to your heirs. 3. Asset protection. As you work towards reducing your debt, it's important to also consider how to protect your assets from potential creditors. This may involve setting up trusts, transferring assets to protected entities, or structuring your estate plan in a way that shields your assets from being used to satisfy outstanding debts. By taking proactive steps to protect your assets, you can ensure that they are preserved for future generations. 4. Regular monitoring. Implementing a debt-optimized estate plan is an ongoing process that requires regular monitoring and adjustments. As your financial situation changes, it's important to review your plan periodically to ensure that it remains aligned with your goals and objectives. This may involve updating your will, trust documents, or beneficiary designations to reflect any changes in your debt levels or asset distribution preferences. 5. Professional guidance. Estate planning can be complex, especially when it comes to managing debt and assets. Seeking guidance from financial advisors, estate planning attorneys, or other professionals can help you navigate the intricacies of debt-optimized estate planning. These experts can provide valuable insights, recommendations, and support to help you create a comprehensive plan that addresses your specific needs and objectives. By implementing and monitoring debt-optimized estate plans, you can take control of your financial future and ensure that your assets are preserved and passed on to your loved ones in the most efficient and effective manner possible. With careful planning and proactive management, you can achieve peace of mind knowing that your legacy will be protected for generations to come. Reviewing and updating estate plans to account for changing debt circumstances. In the realm of estate planning, it is crucial to regularly review and update your plans to ensure they accurately reflect your changing financial circumstances, including any existing debts. Failing to account for debts in your estate plan can lead to complications and unintended consequences for your beneficiaries. Why reviewing and updating is important. 1. Debt. Impact on estate distribution. Debts are typically settled from the assets of the deceased before the remaining estate is distributed to beneficiaries. Failing to consider debts in your estate plan could result in a reduced inheritance for your loved ones. 2. Protection of assets. By reviewing and updating your estate plan to account for debts, you can implement strategies to protect your assets from creditors and ensure that your beneficiaries receive the intended share of your estate. 3. Avoiding legal challenges. Failing to address debts in your estate plan could lead to legal challenges from creditors or disgruntled beneficiaries, potentially resulting in delays and additional costs in the estate administration process. Steps for reviewing and updating estate plans. 1. Compile a list of debts. Start by creating a comprehensive list of all your outstanding debts, including mortgages, loans, credit card balances, and any other liabilities. This will provide a clear picture of your financial obligations. 2. Assessment of assets. Evaluate your assets, including real estate, investments, retirement accounts, and personal property, to determine their value and liquidity. Consider how these assets can be used to settle your debts upon your passing. 3. Debt repayment strategies. Explore various strategies for managing and repaying your debts, such as setting up a trust to allocate specific assets for debt repayment or purchasing life insurance to cover outstanding debts. 4. Update beneficiary designations. Ensure that your beneficiary designations are up to date and aligned with your wishes regarding debt repayment and asset distribution. Consider the impact of debts on specific beneficiaries and make any necessary adjustments. 5. Consult with professionals. Seek guidance from estate planning attorneys, financial advisors, and accountants to ensure that your estate plan effectively addresses your debt circumstances. They can provide valuable insights and help you navigate complex financial considerations. 6. Regular reviews. Make it a habit to review and update your estate plan periodically, especially when significant life events occur, such as marriage, divorce, birth of children, or substantial changes in your financial situation. Reviewing and updating your estate plan to account for changing debt circumstances is a crucial aspect of comprehensive financial planning. By proactively addressing debts in your estate plan, you can protect your assets, minimize potential disputes, and ensure that your wishes are carried out effectively for the benefit of your loved ones. Communicating debt-related decisions with beneficiaries and executors. Communicating debt-related decisions with beneficiaries and executors is a crucial aspect of estate planning to ensure transparency, manage expectations, and mitigate potential conflicts. Effective communication can help beneficiaries and executors understand the debt obligations of the estate and their roles in addressing them. Communicating debt-related decisions with beneficiaries and executors. When it comes to estate planning, addressing debt-related decisions is a significant part of the process. Communicating these decisions with both beneficiaries and executors is essential to ensure a smooth and transparent administration of the estate. Here are some key points to consider when communicating debt-related decisions. Transparency is key. From the outset, it is important to be transparent with beneficiaries and executors about the existence of any debts in the estate. Clearly communicate the nature and extent of the debts, including outstanding loans, mortgages, credit card balances, and any other liabilities that need to be settled. 2. Educate beneficiaries. Many beneficiaries may not be familiar with the implications of debt in estate planning. Take the time to educate them on how debts are handled in the estate, the priority of debt repayment, and how it may impact their inheritance. Providing this information can help manage their expectations and avoid surprises later on. 3. Discuss debt repayment strategies. Depending on the estate's financial situation, it may be necessary to develop a debt repayment strategy. Discuss these strategies with both beneficiaries and executors to ensure everyone is on the same page. This could involve selling assets, using estate funds, or negotiating with creditors to settle debts. 4. Clarify roles and responsibilities. Clearly outline the roles and responsibilities of both beneficiaries and executors in addressing the estate's debts. Executors should understand their duty to manage and settle debts before distributing assets to beneficiaries. Beneficiaries should be aware of any potential delays in receiving their inheritance due to debt repayment obligations. 5. Open lines of communication. Encourage open communication between beneficiaries and executors throughout the debt repayment process. Regular updates on the status of debt settlement and distribution of assets can help build trust and reduce misunderstandings. 6. Seek professional guidance. In complex debt situations, it may be beneficial to seek the advice of financial advisors, accountants, or estate planning attorneys. These professionals can provide expertise on debt management strategies, tax implications, and legal considerations, helping to ensure a successful estate administration. 7. Document decisions. To avoid confusion or disputes in the future, document all debt-related decisions and communications with beneficiaries and executors. Maintaining clear records can provide a reference point and protect all parties involved. Effective communication regarding debt-related decisions is essential in estate planning to promote transparency, understanding, and cooperation among beneficiaries and executors. By keeping all parties informed and involved in the process, you can navigate debt obligations successfully and achieve a fair distribution of assets in accordance with the estate plan. Case studies and real-life examples of successful debt management in estate planning. In the realm of estate planning, the effective management of debt plays a crucial role in ensuring that assets are preserved and passed on to future generations in a seamless manner. Here are some case studies and real-life examples that illustrate successful debt management strategies in the context of estate planning. Case Study 1. Debt Consolidation and Estate Planning. Mr. Smith, a retiree with significant credit card debt, sought the advice of an estate planning attorney to ensure that his debts did not burden his beneficiaries upon his passing. The attorney recommended a debt consolidation plan that would allow Mr. Smith to pay off his high-interest credit card debts using a low-interest personal loan. By consolidating his debts, Mr. Smith was able to reduce his monthly payments and streamline his financial obligations. As part of the estate planning process, the attorney also helped Mr. Smith establish a trust to hold his assets and designate beneficiaries. By segregating his assets from his debts through the trust, Mr. Smith ensured that his beneficiaries would receive their inheritance free from the burden of his outstanding debts. Through the combination of debt consolidation and strategic estate planning, Mr. Smith was able to secure his financial legacy and protect his loved ones from the impact of his debts. Case Study 2. Negotiating Debt Settlements in Estate Planning. Ems. Johnson, a business owner facing mounting business debts, approached a financial advisor for assistance with her estate planning. The financial advisor recommended negotiating debt settlements with her creditors to reduce the overall debt burden and protect her assets for future generations. With the help of the financial advisor, Ms. Johnson initiated negotiations with her creditors to settle her debts at a fraction of the original amount owed. By reaching mutually agreeable settlements, Ms. Johnson was able to significantly reduce her debt obligations and preserve her assets for distribution to her heirs. In conjunction with the debt settlement negotiations, the financial advisor also assisted Ms. Johnson in structuring her estate plan to ensure that her assets would be effectively transferred to her beneficiaries upon her passing. By integrating debt settlement strategies into her estate planning process, Ms. Johnson was able to safeguard her financial legacy and pave the way for a smooth transition of wealth to the next generation. These case studies highlight the importance of addressing debt management within the framework of estate planning. By implementing proactive strategies such as debt consolidation, negotiation of debt settlements, and trust planning, individuals can effectively manage their debts and protect their assets for the benefit of their heirs. Through careful consideration of debt management and estate planning, individuals can secure their financial legacy and leave a lasting impact on future generations. As we wrap up this vital discussion on executing debt-optimized estate plans, remember that the choices you make today will shape your financial legacy for generations to come. By proactively implementing and diligently monitoring your estate plan with a focus on debt management, you're not just preserving your assets, you're empowering your loved ones with security and peace of mind. Debt doesn't have to be a burden that overshadows your life's achievements. By regularly reviewing your estate plan to account for changing debt circumstances, openly communicating with your beneficiaries and executors, and applying the strategies we've discussed, you can turn potential obstacles into opportunities for lasting stability. The real-life examples we've explored demonstrate that successful debt management and estate planning is not only possible, but incredibly impactful. Now is the time to take action. Collaborate with your legal and financial advisors to craft a debt-optimized estate plan tailored to your unique situation. Your legacy is more than just wealth. It's the confidence you instill in your family, knowing they've been thoughtfully considered and provided for. Don't leave it to chance. Ensure your estate plan reflects your commitment to their future. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward financial empowerment. Here's to securing not just your assets, but a lasting peace of mind for you and your loved ones.